Hi, I'm the Buffalo Sabres, and I was ranked 32nd out of 31 teams by a local newspaper.
I'm Jeff, and I just passed Phil Esposito on the all-time goals list.
Um, I'm Jack, and I'm gonna have cap problems for the next 4 years.
And you're listening to Triple Shift. It's episode 5, so we've made it over a month, which is, I guess, would have been last week. But that's great. So again, thank you guys for listening. Really appreciate it. We're getting great feedback. And if you do like the episodes, make sure to review it on Apple. I don't know if you can review on Spotify. I don't think so. But I know on Apple you can leave reviews on Apple Podcasts. Go like the videos on YouTube. It helps. It helps get the word out on the podcast. So if you like it, go do that. And if you don't like it, you can leave a negative review, which we've gotten as well. So we appreciate that too. Engagement is engagement. So we'll take it.
Dude, my burner can only be found through negative reviews.
Yeah. So
That was my burner. Just an FYI.
All right. So quickly, a couple housekeeping things as we mentioned in our intros. A local Buffalo Sabres, or local Buffalo newspaper, I guess, put out their weekly power rankings, and they had the Buffalo Sabres ranked 32nd in the NHL, behind the Seattle Kraken this week, which was hilarious. So you can tell the absolute turmoil there. I believe their losing streak now is 11 games. They've been outscored 47-7 at the time of recording this.
Aren't they winning right now?
Are they? Well, there you go. Hopefully they can finally end that just for their fans. But it's a mess in Buffalo.
Tied.
Oh, they're perfect.
Tied in the second intermission.
Yeah, we've went over Buffalo before. The other thing is, obviously, Alex Ovechkin passing Phil Esposito on the all-time goal list. So congratulations to him as he chases down Wayne Gretzky's all-time goal record. And finally, the salary cap in the NHL, which, according to Gary Bettman, is not going to move. If it does move, it'll be slightly for the next 4 years, which was a kind of a shock. I think a lot of us expected it to stay level at least for like another season, but 4 more seasons, that could cause some problems for a couple teams. So first of all, what do we think about that situation? And I guess what should the NHL do to kind of help teams get out of it?
I find it hard to believe that it'll be for the next 4 years. I mean, they just signed that deal with ESPN, which we'll talk about later, but that's got to bring revenue. I, I think for sure for the next 2 years, but after that, I could definitely see it going up by at least a few million.
Yeah, I can see it. I can understand why, just because of everything that's gone on over the last year. I mean, I think baseball, obviously it's a different sport, but it's hockey's heavily reliant on Canadian money coming in and Canadian markets getting revenue, just because that's what attracts the most fans. I mean, hopefully the deal with ESPN gets some of that kind of lopsided viewership trending the other way. But yeah, baseball lost like $3 billion something over last year because of no fans. And if Canada can't get, or if Canada doesn't put fans in the seats at all over the next couple of seasons, I can understand that it might stay flat. But I don't know. It seems like it could be that they're just being conservative with their prediction, and if it goes well, then it goes well and everybody's happy, and if it doesn't, then they can say they were right. So yeah, I think if everything starts getting better up in Canada with the whole pandemic situation and everybody starts getting vaccinated and they put people in the seats, even just like a few thousand, then I think they can start working their way back to where they want it to be.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing I took away from the 4-year projection is it's just kind of like a scapegoat in case, like, just to warn teams, like, hey, this could be the situation, so don't go out and sign third liners for 7x7 contracts. I don't think that it'll be like I don't think the cap is going to be at 81.5 4 years from now. I do think it'll raise but it'll go up slowly. It's more of just a, hey, if things go bad, just be prepared that this could be the situation, instead of just blindsiding GMs 3 years from now and just being like, oh yeah, by the way, the cap's not going up again. This way they can kind of prepare for it a little bit more, and if you end up getting more cap space, then you end up getting more cap space. But it does seem kind of weird, especially with the ESPN deal. I know there's a lot of issues with escrow right now too in the NHL. I'm not a capologist, so I don't know the inner workings of the CBA as much as some people might, but it does sound like this might be a thing that the players have issue with, and it could eventually lead to maybe a soft cap situation, and who knows? Which, I mean, I think the NHL should do anyway, but that's besides the point. It is a very interesting situation, though. I don't see it being like the all-time doom and gloom thing that was going around. I think it's more of just like a warning, like, hey, this is something to watch out for. I guess the next thing we can talk about with salary cap is the Jordan Binnington contract, who got a 6-year, $6 million AAV deal with the St. Louis Blues, which I believe takes him till 35. Because he's, 29 now?
Yeah, 28, 29.
28, 20, yeah, somewhere around there, 34, 35. Which I think kind of surprised a lot of people around the hockey world. But where are we on the Stanley Cup hero, Jordan Binnington, getting his money in St. Louis?
I mean, he's been probably a top 10 goaltender from 2018 to 2020. It's just this year that his numbers are a bit low, where he has negative 3 goals saved above expected. The term is definitely too long, but I think at least for the front half of the contract, I think he could rebound into being a good goalie.
I am not one to love any goaltender signing for above a 5-year period. We've seen what's been going on with Barry Price lately. That's arguably one of the worst contracts in the league. Bobrovsky's, yeah, he's been rough. He was rough last year. He still hasn't been great this year, but they're winning games, so he's getting held out. It's just not something that I'm a huge fan of, just because of the inherent voodoo-ness, for lack of a better term, of the position. It's just, there's a lot that goes into it, and signing a goaltender long-term or for a high cap hit, it just doesn't seem like the correct allocation of funds, to say the least. At least in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, goalies, I like to compare them to like running backs in football, basically, where if you have a great one, that's great, but a lot of teams have won with average running backs and a great team around them. And I feel the same way about goalies. I think you can win a Stanley Cup with like a B minus kind of level, decent starter, like 15th, 16th in the league, as long as the rest of your team is good. But there's also a lot of situations where teams will get handicapped by long-term goalie contracts. And just like off the top of my head, I can't really think of any good like long-term big money goalie contracts in recent memory. You look at Marc-Andre Fleury in Vegas up until this year was a deal that they tried to move off from this offseason, and teams wanted them to give up a first-round pick and eat salary in order to do it. Obviously, the Price contract, the Sergei Bobrovsky deal, 2 years into it, looks like a disaster. There just isn't any proof of, like, even Jacob Markstrom in Calgary doesn't look like the Jacob Markstrom last year. So I look at this deal and I see a goalie who's 28, 29 and is not looking like the way he did last year already. Now, again, it's a small sample size, but I understand from a marketing perspective why you make this move, because obviously, he's the guy who helped lead the team to a Stanley Cup, and especially in a market that hadn't won before. But from a team building perspective, and obviously that's a factor too, is the marketing and selling it to fans. He's a fan favorite player. It's somebody you got to keep around, and which was similar to the Carey Price thing in Montreal as much as his great MVP season was. It's just like that's definitely a factor, whether we want to admit it or not. But from a pure team building perspective, it just doesn't make sense to sign a goaltender long term when you can go out in free agency and you can sign somebody, even like a Semyon Varlamov or Robin Lehner, who have been in the market recently and have been fine and could easily take a team to a Stanley Cup run. I don't think, and there's goalies like that every year that you can just kind of find and pop into a system, and as long as the team around them is good, then you should be okay because they're all NHL caliber goalies. I think goaltending in general is overrated, and from a long-term financial perspective, but I do understand, at least from an ownership perspective, why St. Louis had to get this deal done. Although I think it was a good hockey move. Yeah, I guess we can move into talking about another goaltender, although this one much younger, in Carter Hart, who's been very not good this season so far. I guess the big question is, do we think Carter Hart's inconsistent play is going to stick around, or is this just the random goalie nonsense that we see every year with good goaltenders?
I think it's random goalie nonsense. I mean, his first 2 years, he had positive goal save above expected. I mean, this season, it's been like -10, I believe. I just think it's going to be like a one-off year that a lot of goalies have. And I expect next year that he'll come back and he'll play a lot better.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Carter Hart. As much as I like to mess around with my Flyers fan friends, by saying that 5 times fast, as much as I like to call him, the Carter fart and all that crap, just he's a tremendously talented goaltender, and he's got the resume to back that up. He's did really well on the national stage. He could be the goaltender for the Canadian Olympic team in 2022. He's a great goalie, and he has all the right pieces. But this season, he's just looked rough. The outdoor games at Lake Tahoe really solidify that opinion for me. I think every goal he let up was glove side, and I've noticed that for a long time. For a decent amount of time this season. And Charlie O'Connor from The Athletic wrote a piece on him about it. And he really went into the specifics about it more than I could in this short period of time that we have here. But he's just looked off for whatever reason. And even though goalies are random, I can see why people would be concerned, but he's so young. He's what is he, 20? He's 22. Like, there's no reason to freak out about him when he's shown that he can play at a really, really high level.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I don't think this is anything to really worry about. Although, yeah, I think there's the randomness in goalies. I don't think a 22-year-old at this point in his career is starting to hit that regression wall. This has been a weird season, just in general. So I'm not going to read into like super down performances as much this season, just because of the circumstances that everything's going through. But especially with goalies who are so like methodical and need their exact routines or whatever, and a lot of that could be broken up due to all the protocols and stuff they have to go through. So I'm not really gonna hold that to them. Although it has been, at least for this season, a concern. I don't think it's anything that the Flyers should really worry about. Like you said, his first couple years have looked really good, and I still fully believe that he's the future guy here in Philly. But for this year, it could be an issue. But who knows? Maybe the playoffs come around and he kind of hits another gear. And I think getting more fans, especially in the States, back in buildings and stuff, might kind of get that routine back. As much as the players don't want to admit it, or I guess they do, but the lack of fans have probably hurt some of the players, like just routines and stuff. Just not having that atmosphere and that emotion in the buildings, I think does affect them to some degree. And I think we might be seeing that in a couple players. I think Carter Hart potentially could be one of those, or he's just having a down year. But I'm not concerned about him long term at this point in time.
Yeah. I mean, for one thing, he's young, right? I already pointed that out. But, like, I mean, I know a few goalies, and they're such creatures of habit. I mean, every hockey player to an extent is. I mean, you just look at Sidney Crosby and all the ridiculous stuff he does. But goalies are such. They really rely on consistency, and, you know, even though they're playing a very tough position, arguably the hardest position in sports, you know, they rely on a lot of consistency. And with this season, I don't think I can blame a 22-year-old goaltender for not playing at his best. We've seen Carter Hart at his best, and he's been fantastic. So there's no doubt in my mind that he has the capacity to bounce back. It's just the question of when he will. And that's what concerns Flyers fans, because if they're going to make the playoffs, if they're looking to make a deep run, then yeah, they want Carter Hart to be at his best. They need Carter Hart to be at his best. So I can understand the fear, but I'm not worried about the long-term output from Hart and his play.
All right, so we're going to play a bit of a game here. It's called Buyers and Sellers. I'm going to list you guys a couple teams around the NHL, and you're just going to let me know if you think that they should, with the trade deadline coming up, obviously, you're just going to let me know if you think they should be buyers or sellers based on the position they're at in the standings. So I'll read the team off. I'll give you their position relative to the playoffs, and then you guys can kind of let me know. So I guess we should start with the team that's kind of shocked the world here in the Chicago Blackhawks. How do we feel about Chicago heading into the deadline here? Do we think they should try to add something? Do we think they should just kind of stay put or sell?
Stay put. I don't think they have any pieces they can really give up. And acquiring people for like younger players when you're about to go into a rebuild isn't smart. So just stay put and see what happens.
Sorry, I forgot to add. Chicago right now 4th place in the division with 33 points. Columbus behind them with 29. So that's the same games played for both teams. That's just the kind of the position they're at. Anyway, Jeff.
I agree with Jack. I think it's. I can't see any justification for them giving up their younger guys. I mean, they're not going to trade Kurashev. They're not going to trade Bodine. They're not going to trade. I mean, they're not going to trade any of their prospects for a. I mean, for a. You know, whoever they might want to add, like another top 6 forward or a middle 6 guy. But I mean, they could trade a guy like Ryan Strome for an upgrade where he plays. But, you know, I don't think I see them making any moves. Honestly, they could. I think they stay put. I don't think they buy or they sell at all.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I think if the opportunity comes up for them to add maybe like a depth forward or something, I can see them doing that, but nothing really substantial. But staying in the division with a team that obviously is not performing up to par, the Dallas Stars. Now, although Dallas 6 games behind Chicago for that final spot, and they have 24 points compared to the 33. So they're at a 500 winning percentage, and Chicago's at 550. So very close winning percentage-wise. Obviously, the games played a big deterrent, and this is a team that just went to the Stanley Cup final last year. So I guess same question. Is Chicago a buyer or seller? Well, first of all, do they have to make the playoffs this year? Like, is that kind of a requirement for that team? And if so, are they a buyer or seller?
I think Dallas should be a buyer. I mean, they do have a lot less games played, which can benefit them. And they did, like you said, make the finals last year. they have no young players in the system really. It just makes sense to keep going while you have Sagan, Ben, all those guys.
Yeah. So first, I'm gonna retract what I said earlier. It's not Ryan Strom, it's Dylan Strom. I messed those guys up. I was just reading about Ryan Strom. So sorry, Hawks fans, didn't mean to disrespect your guy. But yeah, on Dallas, I don't. They're also in that weird position where it's like they're tough to read because
that's kind of the point of the game.
Oh, I know.
I'm not going to list off the Toronto Maple Leafs in this.
Yeah, they're just in that they're in that like the weird middle ground, which annoys me because they're playing young guys. I mean, they're playing like Ryanov and Robertson, I believe. He's killing it right now. Been really good. I just they're I think they should buy just because like Jack said, they don't have greatest prospect pool ever. So might as well keep the train rolling while it's on the tracks. Yeah, I think just don't have a ton of stuff for the future. So while they have their core guys, Radulov, even though he's not playing right now, Klingberg, Heiskanen, he's younger, but I would still consider him part of the core. But yeah, I think they should buy.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I think if Dallas would have been like a first or second round exit last year, I probably am leaning more towards the kind of reload for next season mindset. But because this team went to the Stanley Cup final last year, I think there's a lot more expectation in the locker room and with the fan base. And they can't be happy. Even with the games knocked down, they'd still be, like, even just based on winning percentage, they'd still be outside of the playoffs in that division. So I think just based on that, the idea to add here and just try to make that playoff push has to be around. We'll do two more. We'll move to the Canadian division because everybody loves talking about the Canadian division, and the Montreal Canadiens, who are currently fourth in the division, although have a higher win percentage than the Edmonton Oilers. The Canadiens have 33 points and have been kind of mediocre the last 10 games. Buy or seller?
Buyer probably. I mean, they don't have a whole ton of prospects. As long as you don't give up like Caulfield or anyone, I think adding someone, preferably a good second line center, would probably benefit them a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna go buyer as well. I think they have good enough prospect pool to where they can buy for the future, and they can still have guys like Caulfield and I mean they're playing Romanov right now, so and they're Suzuki and all those guys. They have a young enough roster to where I think that if they wanted to make a deep playoff push, they could buy. I think that's what their goal is right now. I don't think their goal is to rebuild anymore. So yeah, I'm gonna go with buy on this one.
All right, last one here. This one's gonna be kind of a curveball, and I don't want a stay put like vanilla answer here, although that's probably the most likely answer in this one. But the St. Louis Blues, and St. Louis currently is fourth in the West Division. They have 28 games played compared to LA's 27, who's behind them. The Blues have 33 points compared to the Kings' 28. So, really a 3-point hold on fourth place in that division. But obviously Minnesota and Vegas are kind of starting to separate here, and I think we all pretty well agree that Colorado's been better than St. Louis at this point. So the St. Louis Blues, buyer or seller?
Seller. I don't think they have a good future at all. They aren't performing up to standards. They definitely have a bottom prospect pool. And with really good drafts coming up, acquiring picks and getting rid of old players that could be useful to other teams, I think would be very beneficial for their future.
Yeah, if I had to pick one of the two, I would probably say Seller because they don't have a ton to look forward to, and their time at the top seems to be waning. So, I mean, Scott Wheeler had their prospect pool at number 26 out of 31. So, I think, I mean, I love their core guys. I think they could still do some stuff and this year and maybe next year, but I think they need to start at least preparing for the future, and that is the selling of players for draft capital.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I don't. Again, I think stand pat is kind of the vanilla answer here, but based on my own rules, I didn't allow that. So I'd say seller. Probably just like a conservative seller. I don't think we're going to see like Tarasenko or O'Reilly get moved, but maybe just kind of shipping off some pending UFAs, get some futures back. I think is a reasonable idea for this team. And even if this team was going to go in and be like, yeah, let's go add somebody and try to make a run here, you probably run into Vegas in the first round, and I think it's unlikely to get out of that series. So, like, even if you do try to make, like, even if they sell off a couple UFAs, I still think they probably make it over LA, and they end up in the same position anyway. So, based on where they're at, I think that's probably the most reasonable expectation for them at this point. I guess the last thing we can talk about here quickly is the ESPN deal with the NHL. Obviously, the biggest part of this deal is the fact that the classic ESPN theme song is coming back. We're all very excited about that. But more importantly, was the 7-year deal with ESPN and ESPN Plus. And how do we feel about ESPN getting hockey back? Stephen A. Smith not knowing anything about it.
I like it. I think it'll more Americans, I think, could listen to Stephen A. Smith and stuff. I mean, he's come out and said that he doesn't really know anything. Like, he obviously doesn't know what he's talking about. But I think that could be good for the game, especially for Americans that don't exactly know much about it. As he's learning, they could learn with him. And overall, I think it will help bring the NHL more money and obviously grow the game, which is what we want.
I am so excited. As an American on a podcast with two Canadians, I don't think I could be more excited for this. I love the aspect of Stephen A. Smith talking about hockey, him yelling about the Sabres and their terrible management, and just like he yells about the New York Knicks and his or the way he celebrates about the Dallas Cowboys being terrible. I mean, I love Stephen A. Smith and the stuff he brings to sports, and he has a huge fan base. People love him. It's great. And Max Kellerman got his words shoved right back down in his throat. He said that not people don't care about hockey, at least in America. Which, I mean, to be fair, that's kind of true. But also the organization that he works for brought back hockey. So, you know what? Yeah, eat that, Max Kellerman. But I love everything about it. The theme song is back. I mean, ESPN did screw over the NHL. I mean, a long time ago. It was a rough situation, and I'm not a huge fan of them for that. But you know what? They're bringing it back, and that's really what matters here. I get to tune into First Take, and I get to watch them yell and scream about the randomness that is hockey.
I'm kind of in the same boat. Obviously, being one of the two Canadians on this podcast, it's not really going to affect my like everyday viewing experience. And I think the one interesting part of this deal, because I'll be the lame one that actually goes into the deal, is the 75 exclusive games to ESPN Plus. Was an interesting take where like not even local stations will pick them up. They'll be literally just on the streaming service, which could, especially like for the big market teams like the Rangers and Bruins fans, would be really annoying if you're not subscribed to ESPN Plus, because those are the teams that are probably going to be part of those 75 games a lot. But overall, I mean, clearly the NHL being on the worldwide leader in sports in America is a huge addition for the league, and it's big because we see the way ESPN advertises for the NBA and for their NFL games, and I think just getting that kind of exposure for the NHL is going to be big, although it is only 25 nationally broadcasted games at the start, at least. I do think that'll grow. However, I don't really see how a lot of the talk shows are going to fit it in. Like, it might just be kind of a news segment thing. I can't, at least at the start, I can't really see them spending a lot of time talking about hockey. I just don't think the viewership would be there, at least at the beginning. Although I can see that potentially becoming part of those shows. As cool as it would be to see Stephen A. Smith screaming about hockey, I don't think that's something that's going to happen like October of this year. That might be like a couple years down the line once things kind of start to grow a little bit more. But all in all, I do think it's a really solid deal for the NHL, and it'll be good for the game. I mean, getting more exposure for the NHL is good, and this deal already broke the highest TV deal for the NHL in America, and they still have to sign their B package with either NBC or Fox. So for the NHL, it's good. Hopefully that helps the salary cap situation, all in all, and just revenue in general. But yeah, I think it's obviously going to be really good for the game, and growing in America is huge. So that's
as much as you might not like Gary Bettman, he's doing right stuff here.
Yeah, he's been fine the last couple of years. I really like. I get a lot of the hate, especially from Canada, especially with like teams like the Coyotes. Like, I understand that, but all in all, I mean, he's done a really good job trying to grow the game of hockey on a global stage, and that's been really positive. And we can talk about the lockouts and we can talk about everything else, but he's also done a lot of good for the NHL. I guess before we jump into the game here, just a quick Buffalo Sabres update. It's now 3-2 for the Devils. So, there you go.
Yeah, baby.
Going for 12, baby. So how this game's going to work is we're all going to participate in this one, which will be fun because we've never done that before. And this game is based off of a game that I used to play in middle school, actually, in one of my geography classes. And essentially how it works is, in the geography version of it, we got like a place, and then you had to name like another place that started with the last letter of the previous one named. So I'll give an example because that was really poorly explained. So if like the first place is Canada, the next place you name has to start with an A because Canada ends with an A. So you'd say like Alaska, and then Alaska obviously ends with an A. So you'd say like Athens or something, and then now you have to pick somewhere that starts with an S because Athens ends with an S, etc., etc. You can't repeat any places, and you only have 15 seconds to think of a place. So obviously we're not going to do it with geography because this isn't a geography podcast. As fun as that would be, actually, that'd be great.
I wonder if one of those exists legitimately. Like,
probably.
Someone seriously takes time out of their week just to record stuff about geography.
Probably. I mean, it's definitely it's got to be out there. It's like
it's the internet.
Yeah,
it's out there.
I don't know how many views it gets.
I know what I'm gonna.
It's.
I want to be doing that tonight and be looking up geography podcasts.
There you go. But obviously we're going to be doing it with something hockey related. So we're going to do it with hockey players. So they could be past or present NHL players as long as they've played a game in the NHL. We can debate that if the time comes. If somebody names like a career NHLer that played 3 games, we can get into that. And how it's going to work is we name a player. So I could say like Alex Ovechkin, and then the next person would have to name a player that starts with N, whose first name starts with N because Ovechkin ends in an N. So you could say like Nate Thompson, and then go back to N, for instance, or Yakupov, or etc. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm sure you guys will get it as we go along, and it'll be fun. We'll probably only do this once because it could take a while. And once one person gets eliminated for either repeating a name or going over 15 seconds, then they're eliminated, and we just keep going with the final 2 and get to the end. I'll be keeping a tally in our chat of all the names read, or somebody else can. I don't know. Jeff, you seem to be the writer here. You should do it, actually. You're probably faster typing.
All right, I will.
And there we go. So, yeah. And if anybody thinks that a name was repeated, just say so, and we can check. So yeah, I guess if we're ready to go, I guess I can start with the first name.
Okay, let's get it.
All right, so let's go with Connor McDavid, best player in the world right now. So that'd be D.
David Backus.
Over to S for Jeff.
John Malone.
That's E.
Yep.
Eddie Shore.
That's another E.
Yep.
Eric Holla.
All right. A. For Jeff.
Crap. Why am I forgetting?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Crap, no.
And Jeff has been eliminated on A.
What
like
the heck?
6 names in.
Why am I blanking?
All right, well,
what in the world?
Here, I'll name some.
Well, hold on.
Adam.
It's my turn. Hold on. We're just going to keep going with A. I'm going to go with Alex DeBrincat.
So what's
I am
T?
so stupid. What am I doing?
T, correct?
Yes, it's T.
TJ Oshie.
So that's E.
Yep.
Eric Stahl.
L.
Yes.
Lars Eller.
Ooh, all right. R. Roman Yossi. I.
Oh God. Oh, Ian Cole.
Ooh, okay. E. I spelled core wrong, but that's okay. E. Ed Belfour.
What's that end with?
R.
R? Yeah. Oh God. Rasmus Dahlin.
That's N.
Yep.
Nate Schmidt.
That ends with T?
Yep.
Taylor Hall.
L. Louis Erickson.
N?
Sir.
Oh God. Neil Yakupov.
Victor Olofsson.
Was N again?
Yes, sir.
Oh jeez.
N is like the A of the actual Geo game, which popped up a lot.
Nate Thompson.
Ooh, okay. Nate Prosser. R.
What does that end with?
R.
R? Oh jeez. Ricardo Kell.
L. Linus Omark. It's okay.
Okay. Oh jeez. Capo Caco.
Oh my God. Olli Jokinen.
What? N?
Yes, sir.
Nick Backstrom.
Oh my God. M. Martin St. Louis.
That ends with S.
Yes, sir.
Semi Niku.
Oh
You.
my God, you. Oh shit. Ulf Samuelsson.
Oh, what does that end with?
N.
M? Oh crap. Let's look. Nikolai Ehlers.
S. Sidney Crosby.
Y? Oh jeez. Oh, Yanni Gord.
E. Oh my God. Eric Gustafson.
N?
Yes.
Nick Bonino.
Who?
Nick Bonino. Preds legend.
Oli Ulevi.
What does that end with? I? Oh jeez. Igor Shesterkin.
I spelled that wrong. That's okay. The other Nick Backstrom.
M? Oh jeez. Matt Zuccarello.
O. Olaf Kozig.
What does that end with?
G, I think.
G. Oh God. Garnet Hathaway.
Wow, that's a hell of a name. Yvonne Cornier.
What does that end with?
R.
N?
R.
R? Oh, crap. Riley Smith?
Sure. Martin Jelena, which I think is S.
S?
Yeah.
Steven Stamkos.
Shane Corson, N.
Ooh.
Sorry. 10. 9.
Nick Foligno. Oh.
Oh my god, oh. This might be it. I can only think of last names that end in O. Oh my god. Oscar Lindbaum.
What does that end with? N?
M.
M?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Mark Letestu.
Oh my god, U.
You.
There's gotta be another Ulf somewhere in the league, right?
You would think.
This might be it. I'm blanking. I think that's game. I can't. Yeah. I can't think of any U's. I think that's it. I think I gotta call it there.
Let's go.
Oh, holy shit! All right, so you win. Wow.
I gave you some hard ones there.
Yeah, a couple of U's at the end. I can't think of another U. Like just Ulf Samuelsson. That's the only like.
Oh, I can think of one, but I don't think he's played in the NHL.
Who?
Buffalo's goalie draft
okay,
pick.
I was thinking that too. I don't think he's played in the NHL either. I guess I could have said it.
And then, and that Boston defenseman as well. Euro Vakanainen or whatever.
Vakanainen.
Yeah, that would have.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hate myself for that. There's no obvious U that I think I was missing. So.
No, there was not. There is not. No obvious U there.
It's been a long day.
That was a long list.
It's been a long day.
We're only at 43 minutes, so if you guys want to do another round, we can. But
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
because that was absolutely embarrassing. I don't know what I'm doing, man.
That got heated.
That
at
was
the end
that was a
too.
lot
That
of
was
fun.
wild. Oh,
That was
great.
a lot of fun. Let's do it.
All right. So obviously Jeff did not write the names down. I had to do it, but that's okay.
It
Some of the
must take so
spelling
long.
in here is concerning.
I had to type it and think of a name at the same time.
Yeah.
So.
Like, what is a Defalin? Or an Olafson
With a P.
Thompson? What is that? A Procere? A Procere?
Bad, you know.
That's
What
process,
the hell?
Yeah, I think I spelled. Yeah, I don't even know. Anyway,
How did you spell
Ulaby?
Levy?
Ulaby?
Oh my god.
Bonino?
I can't spell names right on my actual post when I'm like thinking about it. So
That was just
Softson?
okay, let's just move on. Okay, let's go to. Okay, so Jack won, so you can start us off. Obviously, this list is irrelevant, so I'm just gonna like put a wall of text that we know. Yeah. Okay.
Excellent wall of text.
Yeah. Okay, so Jack, name any player, past or present, in the NHL.
Brad Marchand.
All right, D.
Am I up?
You are.
David Backus.
It's S. Sidney Crosby.
Y.
Yep.
Yanni Gourde.
E.
Is it an E? Eric Carlson.
Nate Schmidt.
T.
Yep.
TJ Oshie.
Kind of helps to have a list right above us with all these names on it. Eric Stahl.
Oh, wait, okay.
It's L.
L.
Yeah.
Linus Ullmark.
To me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Capo Caco.
O.
Am I up?
Yeah. O.
Oh, okay. I think you skipped me last time.
Oh, did I? Okay, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm so used to you not playing. So,
What?
I was so
Oh,
used
you're
to you
so
being out already. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
We'll say no
Okay.
name here. Let's go.
Oliver Bjorkstrand.
I spelled that wrong. D. Duncan Keith.
N?
H.
H?
Oh, that's tough.
Hampus Lindholm.
Oh my god. That's M, right?
M.
Yeah.
Yep.
Been waiting to use that one.
M. It's you.
I said Martin Erat.
Oh, I didn't. You cut out.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, Martin Erat.
Toivo Teravainen.
What does that end with?
N.
Oh. Nick Backstrom.
Another M.
M.
Kenzie Blackwood.
Dustin Buffin.
Okay. What does that end with? N?
Yes.
Nick Batan.
Another N.
Another N.
Yep.
Let's see. Ethan McKinnon. Also, Sabres lost.
Nice.
Go.
N. Nikolai Ehlers.
J?
S.
S? G. Sam Reinhart.
The T.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tage Thompson.
N. Nate Prosser. 2 for 2.
What is it? R?
R.
Riley Nash.
H.
H. Henrik Lundqvist.
T. Taylor Hall.
L. Leo Komarov.
It's a V. Oh, God. Victor Hedman.
N. Oh my god. Nate. Has he been said already? I don't think. Oh yeah, shit. Nathan Beaulieu.
Is that you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Euro Vakanainen. He's played NHL games, I think.
I'll believe you.
I think he's played. At least a few. 1 or 2, but I think he's played.
Alright. I'm not marking, but I'll believe you. N. Jeff.
Suzuki.
Damn it. Igor Shishurkin.
N?
Yeah.
Nazem Kadri.
I.
Ilya Kovalchuk.
Oh, there you go. That's K, right?
Yep.
Christian Vesalainen.
What does that end with?
N.
Nick Leddy.
Y.
Yakov Trenin, baby.
What?
The Yak. Yeah, baby.
I don't know who that is.
He's the fourth line guy for
For
Nashville.
Nashville, yeah.
Yeah.
N. Nikolai Habibulin.
What does that end with?
N.
Nick Foligno.
Oh.
Oliver Ekman Larson.
So N again?
Yep.
The other Nicholas Backstrom.
M.
It's my favorite answer in this game now.
Madison Bowie.
Bowie?
Why?
So why?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, I got it. Yannick Weber, another Fred's legend.
Oh God.
Rick
Lucky
Nash.
guy.
Yeah, man.
I'm going Rick Nash. So
H. Hayden Fleury.
You gotta be kidding me.
Why?
I hate you.
There's a couple legends that start with Y that I can think of.
Oh, I can too.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know there's... since the Russian spelling of Igor starts with a Y, does that count? Like a Yegor?
I guess.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
okay,
like,
then...
yeah, okay, sure. Why not? We'll put it both
Okay,
ways. Why
then-
not?
Igor Sharangovich on the Devils. I hate you, by the way, Jack. This is ridiculous.
Sorry.
So that's H?
Yeah.
Man. H. That's that might be me tapping out.
Dude, you can think of legends. Come on.
Oh man. H. Oh, Howie Morenz.
There we go.
It's over to Z, baby. Good luck with that one.
Oh, that's easy. There's like
Yeah,
an
actually,
NHL
that is
legend
really easy.
right now. I mean, there's not a lot, but like there's
It's your
one
pick.
NHL
So,
legend.
yeah. Yell it out.
Zach Bogosian.
Sure.
Yeah.
Over to
see. Oh, crap. Nick Bukestad.
End with a D.
Yeah. D. Dustin Brown. I don't believe has been said yet.
I don't think it has.
All right, over to N.
Oh yeah. Neil Pionk.
Okay.
K.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my god.
Crap. Oh no. This is not good. Actually, Keandre Miller.
There you
There you go.
go. R. Reed Duke. No, he didn't play in the NHL. Did he play in an NHL game?
I don't know. I don't even know who that is.
He was the first ever Vegas Golden Knight signing. I'm gonna look that up. If not, I can think of another one, but I don't think he did.
There's a lot for R. I think.
Didn't.
He didn't. Okay. I think we said Raquel this round.
I don't know. I've lost track.
I don't see it in here, so I'm gonna go with Ricard Raquel.
L.
Yep.
Have we said Leo Comrade this round? I don't think so.
I think.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, then Leon Draisaitl.
With an L.
Another L.
Logan Couture.
E. Elmer Locke. Montreal Canadiens legend.
Okay.
I think that's E, actually.
E.
I'm pretty sure. Let me look it up. I'm pretty sure it's like
Okay, we'll
L-O-C-K-E.
go with Eddie Lack.
Hold on, I want to make
Is
sure
it
that's
another
actually
K?
right.
Okay.
It's okay. We just
Yeah, whatever. Let's just say it was an E. I can't find it. Okay. So you said
Okay.
Eddie Lack. Okay, good. So K.
And Holland.
Yeah, he played in the NHL.
Yeah. It's very, very brief, but he did.
All right, D. Dmitry Kulikov.
V.
Yeah.
Valerie Nichushkin.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
N.
Cohesia.
There you go. Over to R, hey? Rick DiPietro.
Yes, sir. E.
R. O. Yeah, O.
O. Oh. Oliver Wahlstrom.
All right, M.
Mario Lemieux.
X.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's me. Oh shit. Xavier Roulette.
What
Crap,
is that?
I forgot.
T?
Yeah.
T,
Is it
right?
E?
No, I think it's
Or
T.
is it N to T?
It's a T, I think.
Trevor Zegras.
Zegras, okay. S.
Yes. Sammy Gerard.
Darius Kasparaitis.
What does that end with?
S.
That's just
Zimtight.
S?
Yes.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Sean Couturier.
I was thinking that too.
An R.
Yeah.
Robert Thomas.
That's a good one.
Love that guy. I love Robert
Sebastian
Thomas so
Aho.
much.
Oh. Oli Levy, if it hasn't been said.
I don't think it was this round.
I know I
I think
said
it was when.
once, but I don't know if it was this round or last round.
I think it was last round.
I don't see it. Yeah, you're good.
Sounds good.
That's I.
Yep.
All right. Over to Jeffrey.
Crap. Ivan Provorov.
There you
Nice.
go. V. Victor Mete.
E?
E.
Ooh, yeah. Evan Bouchard.
The D.
D.
Yeah.
E. Cornell Nurse.
There you go. E. Oh boy. Eddie Shore.
E again.
E again.
Ethan Bear.
R.
R.
Red Kelly.
Wow, that's a good one. All right, Y. Yannick Pro.
L.
T.
D.
Tanner Glass.
Ooh, that's a good one.
S.
Yes.
Sammy Vatanen.
Nicholas Lindstrom, the greatest defenseman of all time.
D.
For the people still listening to this, see how.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I don't know how this is gonna sound for people, but this is really fun.
David Camp.
Oh, that's a really weird one. That's H too, isn't
Yeah.
it?
F.
Oh, is it F? Okay, I'm sorry, I spelled it
Yeah.
Yeah. I just remember he had a blue chart illusion.
All right, Jeff. Over to you. F.
Philip Forsberg. Philip Forsberg.
G. Let's go. George Peros.
What does that end with? F?
S.
Oh, shit. Oh, Sam Bennett.
Ooh,
There we go.
Is it a T?
it is.
Yes.
Theo Fleury.
That's Y.
Yes. Oh, fuck.
Y. Oh man. I said Yannick Pro already. Yannick Weber was said already. Yanni Gord was said already. I guess if we're counting the Russian spelling, I'll go Ivan Denisenko.
What does that end with?
O.
Andre Palat.
T.
T.
Oh god. Let's see. He been said yet? I have one in mind, but I don't know if he's been said yet. I'm scrolling through. Crap, he has been said.
There's so many names on here already. Like.
Yeah, I know.
This round's been forever.
Thomas Shabbat.
There you go. T again, hey? Let's go Tom Wilson.
N?
N.
Nino Niederreiter.
Ooh, okay. R.
This is not good. Crap. Oh, put a piece on this guy, Ryan Hartman.
There you go. N. Nick Cronwall.
L.
Such a beast. I'm just gonna put that out there. Such a beast.
In his
Love
prime,
Nick
not so
Cronwall.
much the end of his career, but
Yes.
in his
Yeah.
prime-
Yeah.
In his prime, he was great.
Yeah.
Lucas Spiza.
All right. A. Got you last time.
I hate letter A despises me.
It's not even that bad.
Yeah, I know. That's what makes me so angry. Is that wasn't even hard. Alex Ovechkin.
There you go.
Had him sitting right there.
I know. You had another A
Such
sitting
a
right there too.
moron
But you just didn't use it. N. Nathan McKinnon was said already. Nathan Bully was said already. Damn it, N. I think that's it. I don't know.
Oh man.
I'm phoning in. I'm out. I can't. There's somebody that like I'm gonna think of right away, and I can't.
Okay,
All
so
right.
All right.
I carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you go.
You've
N.
got N.
Niels Hoglander.
I was gonna think of that anyway.
R.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. R.
Rasmus Sandin.
N.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Paul.
What?
L.
L. What's L? Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure was said already. I said that. Louis Erickson.
There you go.
Oh, the GOAT.
Yeah.
N again.
Nick Schmaltz.
Oh, that wasn't said. No, I said shit.
That's a Z.
Is that a Z?
Yeah.
Yes.
Zach Wierenski.
I.
Yep.
Ian Mitchell. Ian Mitchell.
Yeah.
Ian
Is
Mitchell.
that- Yeah.
L.
L. What? Why is L getting me? Laurent Brossois.
T.
Yep.
Yeah.
Teddy Bluger.
Uh,
R.
Adko Gudis.
The
S.
soon-to-be NHL hits record leader.
Seriously?
Is it?
Yeah, well, he set the record for fastest 100 hits this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, he'd be on pace to break the record, over an 82 game season. He'd be on pace to shatter it.
Yeah.
He basically did
Yeah.
it was the hits version of Gretzky's 30 goals in or 50 goals in 35 games this year, or 39 games,
Gotcha.
but with hits.
I didn't know that.
He's wild.
You
We're
learn
on
something
S.
every day.
Correct.
Yeah. S. Yeah.
Sam Gagner.
R again.
Sir.
Rasmus Ristolainen.
N.
Yep.
Okay. Nick Holden.
Was it an N again?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Nick Dowd.
D. Dan Girardi.
I.
Yes, sir.
Ilya Sorokin.
N.
Yeah. I love how this is just a
Repetition of the same letters
It's just
over and
N.
over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nikita Gusev. V.
Has that been said already?
No, I don't think so.
I could say someone else,
I'm
but
checking right now. I think it might. I don't. Oh my god, this list is so long. Jesus.
do you want me to say someone else?
No, let's just say.
I don't think Gusev was said.
No, just
Um,
whatever. It's fine.
Vincent Lecavalier.
R.
Yeah.
Okay.
Radim Verbata.
What?
How do you not know who that is?
A.
Oh, I know who that is.
Yeah,
It's just so
it's a
random.
random name. I mean, a lot of these names are
Yeah.
random.
Yeah.
A. Is it gonna
I'm
kill him?
shaking in my boots.
Is it gonna kill him?
Aaron Ekblad.
Ekblad. Okay.
Shit. What does that end with? D?
Yeah.
D.
D or B?
D.
Dude, so much is going through my head right now. You have no idea. Oh.
List is too long. It's so hard to tell which ones we have and
Yeah,
which ones we haven't done.
I'll say a Preds legend, Dan Hamhuis.
Oh my god, the best defenseman to ever play in a Nashville Predators uniform.
Yes.
He is so much better than Yossi.
I'm pretty sure he has the longest streak of not scoring a goal in the NHL. Like it's something like over 100 games where he hasn't scored a goal.
That's great.
Yes.
And he's retiring with that. Like
You love to see it.
Shea Theodore.
Okay. E.
Ooh, yeah. Eric Johnson.
N.
And again.
N is the easiest, I feel like.
I don't think so. Nine.
We said so many N's already. That's so hard
I
to.
know.
Yeah, that's true.
Nikita Kucherov.
Oh my god. Oh, that's gonna haunt me forever.
Victor Rask.
Okay.
Durask. Hey. K. Let's see what's
That might be the end.
Tyler Yamamoto.
Wow.
Oh, shit. Fish. Oscar Klefbom.
That's a pretty good one. M.
He's a top 20 defenseman, obviously.
Yeah.
M.
Arian Hossa.
What does that end with?
A.
A.
Shit.
My fear letter.
Aaron Dell.
Alright. L.
This has gone on for far too
Yeah,
long.
this is insane.
Oh God.
You got this, Jeff. I believe.
Luke Cunnin.
N?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to shout out the 3 people that are
Oh.
still listening to this, by the way.
Yeah. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Nikita Zadorov.
Oh God. V.
Yes, sir.
No. Oh, Victor Arvidsson.
There you go.
N?
And
Do.
the self-proclaimed easiest letter of them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Noah
Think he went
Hannafin.
out on that?
And again,
At 10.
for you, Jeff. For you.
I'm just gonna keep rattling off Predators. Nick Cousins.
Is that S?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. This will be fun. Oh, God. Did I say Sami Niku this round already?
Yeah, it's been said.
Yeah.
Shit. Sebastian Aho, was that said?
Yeah.
The other Sebastian Aho is still available, though.
Yeah, okay. Sebastian Aho from the New York Islanders.
Yo, baby!
Damn it.
Oh.
Oscar Sundqvist.
What does that end with? T?
T.
E.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, my. Tom Wilson.
I think I said
That was
that.
already said.
Yeah. Tom Wilson.
Travis Boyd. Shooting percentage bender.
D.
I can't catch a break. D.
D?
We talked about him earlier, Denis Guryanov.
V?
Yep.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
I don't even care about spelling anymore.
But
Goryov.
I can't say Filppula.
Volteri.
Yeah, I can't say that.
Is it an A?
Yeah, my mouth doesn't let me say
A.
that, so my bad.
How far do I have to scroll?
A.
Oh, how long is that list? Oh,
It's
boy.
long.
Oh, boy. Oh, my.
So, like,
That's so
This
old.
game's are like 25 minutes.
This is, oh, my.
Alex DeBrincat.
T?
Did I say Alex
Yeah.
Brinkett? I did. Alex
I
Brinkett.
did that last round.
Oh, it is. That's right.
What is? Oh.
No, it's last
Oh.
round.
Wait, what?
You're right, you're right,
Wait, where?
You're right. It was last
Oh,
round.
okay. I was about to say, what?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Tony D'Angelo.
Oh my God.
This is it.
No.
I mean,
Fully
technically-
Mata.
Oh, there we go. There we
okay.
go. That's A, right?
That's A.
Yeah.
Adam Pelchi. Pelchi. I can't say that. I don't know if that's how you say it. But yeah.
An R.
It's H anyway. Adam Pellich.
Yeah.
Oh, Adam Pellick. Okay.
Pellick, yeah.
Dude, how do you say that?
I thought it was
You
Pellick.
guys are weird.
Whatever, it's fine.
That's
I-
Pellick.
It's fine. It's H. Go.
Hockey names
H.
are confusing.
Let's go.
Okay.
Henrik Zetterberg.
Oh my god.
G.
Yeah.
Oh. Gabriel Landeskog. That been said.
Oh,
Oh
We're in
yeah.
G again.
another G. Another G. What the? Oh my God. Stop Nyquist.
Ooh,
Where does that end with?
T.
V?
T.
T?
Yeah.
Troy Terry.
Why?
Lie.
I'm out. I don't even.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
I don't even know of a. I don't think there are any. Are there any Ys left?
I don't know, man.
There probably is. I mean, there's been like
There's got-
thousands of
in-
players that have played. There's some Russian random guy that I think we
Yeah.
got all the big ones though.
Yeah, I mean,
What's
Trennan.
that? Actually, no, there's
Trennan like a.
There is one Y, that you're not saying, but if you're
What's
tapping
his
out,
name?
then I can throw it out. That I
Yeah,
can
I'm gonna
think
tap
of.
out.
Yvonne Lambert from the Canadiens,
How about-
the defenseman,
I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't have known that.
Hall of Famer.
How about the other guy? Maybe I'm blanking. I was thinking of someone else.
I don't know.
But
Anyway,
anyway.
let's wrap this up here because that was like a 30-minute game. So for all the people who are listening, I guess we can quickly plug our stuff for them. So you can find me at MBI Hockey on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, you
That's
can
it.
find me at NHL_analysis_ on Instagram, at JJMiddle4 on Twitter. I write for the Hockey Writers and Last Word on Sports, and you can check out my Substack where I have stuff on there too.
Okay, well, short and sweet again. My name's Jack, and you can find me at Puck Analytics on Instagram.
Thanks for listening. We're never going to play this game again. See you later.